Hey there, this is Clay with modernlove.life, and this is Relationship Inner Game. Now, this is a series of videos on the topic of why your ex may not be responding to you, and there's a couple of different reasons why your ex might not respond to you. In this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most common reasons why your ex doesn't respond, and that is the wall of text. Now, what is the wall of text? Well, when you're texting with your ex, what I've noticed is that lots of people tend to just pour out their heart and soul into the phone or into the email if they're sending an email, or on the page if they're writing a letter or whatever, and they'll just write and write and write and write and write and write and write, and then they'll send it off. But what actually happens is what they create is what we call a wall of text. Now, here's an example of a wall of text. Now, what you'll see is that it's essentially just one giant mono paragraph. And this is actually very difficult for somebody to read. And trust me, I get all of your emails and messages where you guys send me a wall of text. And it's very difficult for me to read, and I am not emotionally invested in your breakup. I'm not emotionally invested in your relationship the way that your ex is. I wasn't there. I don't really know if you lied or they lied or who cheated or whatever. I don't know that stuff, but they have a very strong opinion about that, let's just say. And when your ex is receiving a wall of text like this, it is very difficult for two main reasons. Number one, notice how there is no space for your eye to rest. It looks like a lot of work to read, okay? And so that makes it very difficult for your ex to want to read it. So they might put off reading it. They might say, oh, I'll read it tomorrow. I'll read it the next week. I'll read it whatever. And eventually they just start to feel guilty for putting it off for so long that they just don't read it, right? And so they don't respond. Now, the second reason why the wall of text is difficult for your ex to respond to or want to respond to is because it also is filled with very heavy, very dramatic, very intense kinds of language and writing. You're pouring your emotions into this, and that's very difficult for your ex to really respond to. If they're just kind of out and about doing whatever they do in the middle of the day and they get the wall of text message from you, they might be in the middle of something. They might be in the middle of something and they don't have the emotional capacity to stop and really go over this intense message in the middle of the supermarket, in the middle of riding the bus to wherever they're going or whatever. And so they might just put it off. And so again, then they get in the habit of putting it off. They get in the habit of putting off. They get in the habit of putting off. And until eventually they just don't want to really respond to it because out of guilt or out of whatever it might be. And so the thing that you want to do is to not send the wall of text. You want to make your message that you send to your ex much more manageable, easier for them to read. And that's going to help you out a lot, okay? Oh, and in case you're wondering, that wall of text, that's not a real wall of text that I got from anybody. That's just something that I made up. I've read enough of these that I can kind of put them together. I've written maybe one or two back in the old days when I was going through my breakup. But it's totally made up, so don't worry, that's nobody's private information or private story or anything like that. Anyway, if you want to learn how to bypass the wall of text, what you need to do is to learn how to actually connect with your ex. Now, obviously, things like learning not to do the wall of text are important, but simply just not doing the wrong things isn't going to get your ex back. You have to actually do the right things. And in addition to not sending your ex a wall of text, you want to be able to create a strong emotional connection with your ex, something that is going to actually bring the two of you closer together. And if you'd like to learn more about how to do that, here's what I'd like you to do. If you are watching this video on our website, modernlove.life, just head down below and click on the link directly below this video. What that'll do is that'll take you to a page on our website where you'll learn more about how to create great, solid, high-quality emotional connections with your ex over text, over Facebook message, over email, over phone, over video chat, maybe in face-to-face interactions, on dates, all of that stuff. It doesn't matter where, you can use these advanced relational skills that are going to teach you anywhere, and you can actually form great emotional connections with your ex. If, on the other hand, you are watching this video on YouTube, you can also go down below and click in the description box, and you'll see a link that will take you instead to a website called relationshipinnergame.com. And over at Relationship Inner Game, you can fill out a short, painless 30-second survey just letting me know a little bit more about your breakup, your ex, and all of that stuff. Just some of the more specifics. And once I know exactly what's going on between you and your ex, I can actually send you some tips, advice, and strategies that will specifically help you based off of what you've told me. okay? Again, whether you're on our website, modernlove.life, or over on YouTube, the place to go is down below. And before you go, it'd be a great service for me and be greatly appreciated if you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel, or leave a comment down below letting me know what sorts of videos you would like to see me make in the future. Anyway, this has been Clay with modernlove.life, and I hope that this has helped you improve your relationship inner game. Talk to you in the next video.